Welcome back to my N4 learning channel. Well, I'll just show you this. I've had an email from a client who wants me to change the station outputs from what I've already written for a particular job to another type. The digital outputs, I'm just going to snip this for you just to show you what they said, and just drag it across from one screen to the. So hi Paul, as discussed, following changes, output as follows. So these are the outputs now of the station. I don't know what the outputs were before. I need to check that. I'll check that with you. The boiler can now be fixed. Setup, VT pumps, and the three sensors are now 10K3A1s. So VT pumps come on, the outside air is above 18 degrees, outside air above 18 pumps are off, below 18 pumps are on, changeable via graphics. Okay, so I started loading it in and it's failed with my backup, and it's failed because of this here. This is a trend driver and it can't load the module. So what I'm done now, this is my backup on this side. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change the config bog on my backup. So you can see it's white there at the moment, but I'm going to delete some stuff. So I'm going to delete that because we don't use it anyway on this job. And then see how that's gone black now. And then I'm going to go to services and delete that from there. And then I'm going to right click this config bog, and I'm going to save it, and it's gone back to white. So I've took that module out of the software that I want to load, this Westway Club, and that was a backup date that I did 11th of the 4th 2022. So I'm now going to load that back up. So let's go start. Well, I think I need to put it on first, so forget the start bit. Let me just put you on pause. So I'm in station copier now, so I'm going to go and find that folder there. I'm going to put it to copy it across to the station. I'm going to just delete the date and go next, 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 finish. So that's transferred, and let's see whether it fails again. Waiting for it. Let me just put you on pause until I see something come up on the screen. So we've got this coming up. Just loading the config.bog now, see whether that fails. Still not started yet, because you can see that the Fox and the Fox S is not applicable, HTTP and HTTPS not applicable. So, and the status of course is starting. So it's looking through that config bug at the moment. Now this is using Niagara N4.8, I believe. Yeah, 4.8. But what I think I'll do, once this is loaded, I might go into the 4.10 software. That looks like it's loading up. Search will not failed now. So I'm going to put you on pause and open it up in 4.10. So this is 4.10 loaded. Let me just close that. Don't need that one. Don't need that one. Don't need that one. And don't need that one. Leave that one as it is, because that was the controller before. Look at platform again. So this should have been loaded on the same controller, 192.168.1.123. Open up application director. We're running, and we're using 1911.4911.80 and 443. So let's just open up the station. Now I need to remind myself of this because it's been a while since I've wrote it, so let's see what we've got here. So we've got Modbus, so I presume we've got some ISMA modules. No, we haven't. Okay, so we've got no Modbus and we've got no backnet. So seeing we haven't got them, I'm going to delete them. No point in having them drivers there if we're not using them. And then we've got the ISMA network on the Mac 36NL. Okay, so let's look at, it says as discussed the outputs as follows, so it's only the outputs that have changed, but let me just have a quick look at the inputs. Outside air, boiler flow and return, spares, small station. I'm just checking that that's a 10K3A1, which it is. What else did he say? All sensors are 10K3A1s. 10K3A1. 10K3A1. Okay, let's have a look at the outputs. So he said that DO1 is VT pumps. Selection done via panel switch. So it's certainly not supply fan. That is now spare. Oh, let me bring that across and you can see for yourself rather than me looking at that other screen. DO3 is boiler enable. DO4 primary pumps. So these are completely wrong. And there's no analog. VT pumps come on boilers fixes. So there's no analog at all. Right, so that's what we need to work on. I think what I'm going to do is, these are outputs, so I'm just going to cut all these, pressing control key down, cut that, cut that, cut that, that and that, right click, delete links. So DO1 is VT pumps. VT underscore pumps. DO2 is now spare. Spare. DO3 is boiler enable. DO4 is boiler primary pumps. DO5 is spare. DO6 is HWS primary pumps. Notice I'm not using spaces, I put an underscore. DO7 is spare. DO8 HWS, so hot water immersion heaters. Okay, that's that done. The boilers can be boiler can be via a fixed setup, changed via graphics. Alright, let's see what logic we've got here. Wire sheet. VT pumps to come on via outside air. Okay, so that's our outside air VT, which is giving us set point. So if outside air is above 18, pumps are off. Okay, so we'll use that same block, I think, to turn on and off the pumps. We don't have no VT valves at all anymore now, so let's cut that out. Let's cut that out, and let's just move that out of the bloody way. Boiler VT pumps come outside above 18, below pumps off. So we could actually use that. Outside air stop heating, we could use that block there. Views, wire sheet. So outside air above 18. Outside air high, true. Outside air goes below 18 with 1 degree, so i.e. outside air goes to 17. Let's just prove that. Set that to, I don't want to be setting that one. I want to be setting that one. Actions, emergency override. Put that to 17 degrees. That changes, okay. Put that back to auto. So we just want to put a NOT gate there, or we could put the NOT gate in the software. Let's put the NOT gate in the software. Make a new one there. Duplicate. Pumps. VT pumps. VT pumps. Enable. Take that. Put that into there. And then we need to composite that to the outside of the folder. So I'm in frost protection, right click, composite. It can always be at the bottom, so the last one, out. OK, and then views, wire sheet, AX slot sheet, VT pumps, enable. No problem with putting spaces here. You don't need to put underlines when you're doing the description. So double click that. So that's my new block for the VT pumps. So I don't have, we've got boiler primary pumps and HWS primary pumps and HWS immersion heaters and VT pumps. So let's rename that, or we'll keep that as it is for the VT. So pumps enable, let's take that out from there and put that into there, pumps enable. Link mark that and then in our outputs, VT pumps there, link from, enable. So we've only got one. We've only got one output. Selection done by a panel switch. That's not going to be good because it's going to change over to enable pump 2 if it doesn't get the flow. So we'll leave it like it is as one output, but we need to go into there now. There's 2 pumps, but it's changed over via a switch, or changeable via the graphics. But I've only got one output. Now this used to be a trend. I wonder whether the outputs are 2RM, but then it wouldn't be a digital output, it would be a numeric output. I'm confused with the writing that he said, or the new points he's given me. I'm confused on how I can put a second pump on because I can't. I've only got one output. Digital output 1. So I can't put a second pump on even if I wanted to. Unless he says it's a digital output 1, but actually it's a numeric and it's a 2RM unit. Which then it's an analog output on my side. Alright, I'll leave that as it is at the moment. I presume when we commission it we can sort it out. That's the VT pumps. Boiler enable is digital output 3. And I don't have, I've got boiler primary pumps. Digital output 4, so link that one. Link mark. Link mark, digital output 4, link from, enable pump 1 again into there. Boiler enable, we haven't got that yet. HWS primary pumps. So let's just duplicate that. HWS primary pumps. Reset pumps. Occupied. Safety. But we got no DP switch. Link mark, primary pumps, link from, enable. So we haven't done boiler enable yet. HWS immersion heaters. So we've got HWS immersion heaters, and we've got boiler enable to still do. And then we can forget about these plate heating valves. We're not using outside air VT, so that's not being used. Frost protection we are using, even if it's just to start and stop the pumps with the outside air. Safety we're using. We're not using the date and time, just move that out of the way as well. That's all rubbish. So we want a boiler enable, which is going to just enable on the space optimizer, and HWS immersion heat as well. I don't think I've got a HWS input. Let's look at my inputs. No. So we've got to, because I haven't got an input, I can't control the HWS. I just got to enable that on the main time clock. That's your main time clock in Logic Scheduler, so let's just link mark that. Go back, and HWS immersion heaters, link from a scheduler. Unless we make a new scheduler for it. Let's do a new scheduler. HWS. Let's just take that to 6 o'clock. Apply Monday to Friday. Copy day. Paste. Save. Link mark. Link from. Output into in10. So that's your HWS only. Well, boiler primary pumps comes from the occupied, so boiler's got to come from the same occupied. So boiler primary pumps is that one. So the enable for that is coming from there. So link mark, boiler enable. Got no safety in that. Okay, let's do it from here instead. Views, wire sheet, enable, safety. I'll just take them to the scheduler and the safety. Duplicate. Boiler start. Scheduler. Safety. Duplicate that. Boiler enable. I'm in boiler primary pumps. Boiler primary pumps, composite. Out. Out. Views. Slot sheet. Then what we'll do is we'll just do another check before that we've got at least one of these pumps running. So let's just stick an OR gate in there, so we know that a pump is running before we enable the boiler primary pumps. Well, that really wants to be pump enable. I don't think we've got actually a one for the pumps. Where's that coming from? That's just coming from the enables anyway, because we don't have a DP switch, so that's fine. And now we can actually put the boilers on. AX slot sheet. So we're asking on the scheduler, safety is fine, no fire alarm. We've got at least one pump running, output to the boiler. Views, wire sheet, there's my gas boiler, link mark, outputs, link from. Okay. Look at my outputs. That is spare. For now. And that is spare. Now I reckon that the system could be a 2 RM. So that would be 40% pump 1, 70% pump 2. That's what I reckon. And what I'm going to do, link mark that one and go to my boiler primary first, link from, link mark, link to 2 RM into there. So that's boiler. Let's just do boiler pumps, boiler primary pumps. Rename BT primary pumps. Rename boiler BT HWS. Let's take primary out on that. BT pumps only. Link mark. VT pumps was the heating. Link to 2 RM into there. Link mark. Link to 2 RM into there. HW pumps is not running, which we need to address. Pumps enabled. Why isn't that running? Why don't I have any output on there? Disabled, disabled. Scheduler. After the 10 minutes. Why isn't that? That's just got to be a glitch in loading it. Yeah, true. 10 volts. That's running, that's not running because of the outside air. So let's just put the outside air down. Put it to 16 degrees outside air. Check the outputs folder and see that they're all connected, which they should be. Yes. We should think we're going to be using them. But why aren't you on? You are on. You are not on. It's because it's probably changed over. You are not on. You are on. Right, you're not on because we're using the other pump. Hence, that's why it's going to have to be with 2RM, because we don't have another output. Let's have a quick look at the graphics. Well, that one, the sidebar, can go for the PX exchanges. So we can delete that, we'll duplicate that, and we'll put that as HWS pumps. And the pop-up's going to be HWS pumps. That's actually called, oh, heating pumps. Variable temperature heating pumps is the same thing. Heating pumps, boiler pumps. So we've got VT pumps, which are heating pumps, boiler, HWS, immersion heaters. Well, we haven't got a graphic for the immersion heaters, but do we really need a graphic for the immersion heaters? I think what we'll do with the immersion heaters is we'll just put them down on the footer. We'll drag the output for that. For now, true. Animate. Oh, 33.2, yeah, right. That's not going to happen in a million years. I'll just pause this on my phone. Okay, back to this. Views, wire sheet. Okay, so that's the temperature naturally on my sensor in here, so it must be bloody warm in here. I don't think it would be that warm, but anyway, not too worried about that at the moment. I think that is it. We was on the graphics, weren't we? HW's pumps. Yep. Boiler pumps. Heating pumps. VT. Boiler enable. We need to put a boiler enable, because we haven't got a boiler graphic. So let's just go to the footer again. Let's get our boiler enable. Boiler enable, drop that into there. Animate that. Groove. Don't want to do that, I want that. If it's enabled, we'll have it green. On animate. Animate. Let's just put boiler. And delete that. Delete that. What I'm going to do is the pumps. I might as well just put the information. There's hardly anything here. So VT, boiler, HWS. I'm going to put them down here. There's hardly anything. Animate. I don't think that's going to work anyway. No, take them out, forget that, because of the, if there's two pumps, it's these up here we want to bring down. This is going to be a little tricky. Minus inf. To 5 to 6. Two to 6 is one pump, i.e. 4. 6 to 8. Inf. 7. Green. Okay. Text on animate. Minus inf plus inf 2 6 I'll just leave it disabled. Open up another page, pressing the shift key. Control key. Put that one back. 10 volts, 10 volts, 10 volts. You didn't tell me about that, did you, eh? It's either 4 volts or 10 volts. 4 volts pump 1, 10 volts or above 8 pump 2. That's okay, I suppose. I'm going to change heating pumps to VT heating pumps. That means I'm going to have to change that word there. No, I don't. I can do it in the, no, I can't. Yeah, I have to change that word. Which means the graphics are going to be out now. So that link's going to be out. And the bottom's going to be out. No, it's not, because it's still going to be the same. Okay, that's good. That works. Checking the graphics working down here, that's all. Pump 1, so I should be able to put this toward. Select pump. Select pump 1. Put that back to auto. Yeah, pump 2 is now gone for that. It's auto rotate, so it's doing the least amount of hours. We could have actually put on the graphic the hours run of the pump. Makes it a little bit more information. So inside here, we've got the elapsed time there. Pump 1, pump 2, elapsed time. Views, AX slot sheet. Elapsed active time. Elapsed active time. Control key C. I only need to change one of the graphics because they're all using the same graphic. So I'm going to take that pump 1 there, which is a discrete tokenizer. Elapsed active time. Duplicate. to click up here, change them to validated ores. Just check that it's done. Yes. Yes. 3 days, 19 hours, 48 minutes for that one. $46 minutes for that one, 44 minutes for that one, 36 minutes for that one, 3 days, 36 minutes for that one because I copied it into. Okay, gives him a little bit more information on the graphic. And actually that's the pump to run first because it's run less hours. Look at the graphics. Yeah. Yes. No, I'm still the same. Scheduler. I've got 2 schedulers now. So I need to do that out. So what we'll do with that, that is boilers. They're not using outside air compensation, are they, for the temperature? Really don't need that. outside air below set point heating required. That's because I overrid it. Heating is off. That's it done. So let's back it up, send it back so we can load it onto the controller. Zero 905 22. That's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.